Aurora Wrongful Death Attorney. You may be entitled to financial compensation if you lost a loved one because of someone else's carelessness. Either a settlement can be reached through negotiation, or the case can be tried in court. Economic and non-economic damages are the two main categories of damages that can be obtained in wrongful death lawsuits in Colorado. Economic damages are costs that the surviving party can recoup for costs they incurred as a result of their loved one's passing. Economic losses that can be recovered frequently include future lost wages that the decedent would have most certainly earned, benefits that were forfeited due to the death, such health insurance and retirement savings, as well as funeral and burial costs. Non-economic damages are those that are meant to make up for the survivor's future intangible losses as a result of the death of their loved one. Examples that are frequently used are emotional distress, sadness, loss of companionship, and pain and suffering. Rarely, a wrongful death lawsuit will result in punitive damages for the surviving party. Punitive damages are not given as compensation for the victim. Rather, they are meant to punish the offender and dissuade others from repeating the same behavior. Punitive damages are usually only awarded in cases where the defendant's actions were especially severe. You have 2 years from the date of the death in Colorado to submit a wrongful death claim. If your wrongful death claim is not filed within that time frame, you will be unable to launch a lawsuit and will not be entitled to any financial compensation, even if you would have otherwise been eligible for it. Even though it could seem like a long period, it can go by quite fast. It will be more challenging for a wrongful death attorney to thoroughly examine your case, preserve crucial evidence, and collect it the longer you wait to call them. Several parties may be held accountable in a wrongful death claim in the state of Colorado. The kind of incident or circumstance that resulted in the death will determine who can be held accountable. The following are some of the most typical scenarios and possible offenders. When the majority of us see a healthcare expert, we typically expect that they will either help us get better or, at the absolute least, won't seriously harm us or kill us. A medical professional can be sued if a death happens as a result of their carelessness. A product's producer may be held accountable if someone dies while using it and the product was faulty. This could occur in a variety of circumstances, such as when a person operates a vehicle with faulty brakes or when a doctor uses a faulty medical device. Product liability is the area of law that covers this. Depending on the details, these cases will either be founded on strict liability or negligence. If your loved one was killed in a slip and fall accident that happened on someone else's land, the property owner may be held accountable for the death if the owner was negligent and that negligence resulted in the death. A property owner is always required by law to take precautions to keep visitors on the property safe. Whether this is done by issuing warnings about hazardous situations or by maintaining the environment and making sure the property is secure. Contact our wrongful death lawyers at Front Range Injury Attorneys right away if you have lost a loved one in an accident in Aurora. We have the expertise, assets, and sympathetic team of attorneys to support you at this trying time. Today, allow us to analyze your case without charge and tell you more about how we may help. Contact us online or by phone at 720.826.4399 to set up your meeting right away.